though I wasn't looking for much. Checking out the scene, wasn't trying to get my numbers up. You know I keep it cool. I prefer to stay in the cut. Don't want no attention on me when I'm trying to shake the blues off me. But then I saw your face, it caused my heart to race. Girl, you're looking like $1,000,000. Something about the way you strut your stuff. Oh, girl, you're fine as you wanna, but I'm posting us. Yeah, one thing I know about love, you might get what you ask for, so you better be sure.
I hope, we were waiting for so long until our network will become stable again, great again, so that we get a bit old. Anyways, welcome to everyone who is watching this live stream. So finally, after some time of no live streams, we are back. Okay, so no more old, okay. And now we have many topics actually to discuss, and we don't have so much time. I think to make the stream more dynamic, more interesting, I will be a bit fast, but I think it will be fine for everyone. Once again, like usual, you will be able to ask any questions in the comments of the live stream. So we have various platforms. If you see a live stream on some of the platforms, you will be able to easily ask the questions in the comments, and I will directly answer these questions after some time of telling you the topics of this live stream. Okay, first of all, I would like to tell you about our new version of the Aqara Home app. Aqara Home app version 3.0, and this is a very big upgrade for our Aqara Home app, maybe the biggest from the beginning of our journey, let's say. So this is quite important thing. Oh, thank you for the questions. I already see many of them. Anyway, so first topic, Aqara Home version 3.0. So I do know that some people are used to the old version of the app, so that the new version looks a bit unfamiliar. So maybe some points are not clear. I'll try to clarify and make you probably convinced that the new version of the app is much more usable. And personally, I already can say that yes, certainly I like it so much more than the previous version of the app. Honestly. And second topic, of course, this small device, many of you already know, people from Europe, from Eastern, Western Europe, from Russia, whatever. So this is gonna be quite a big topic for Aqara in the second half of this year. This is a TRV Radiator Thermostat E1, and I will tell you some things about this product later. So I think these two topics are quite interesting. So let's get started. First of all, I would like to tell you that, of course, we just launched this product just one day ago, and our official Amazon channel, we of course have a discount for everyone who wants to get this kind of device, or maybe even many TRVs for your home. So Radiator Thermostat E1 will get a discount of around 10%, depends on the particular Amazon. So Amazon.de, Amazon.co.uk, Amazon.fr, Amazon.it. Let's see. I'm not sure if you need this kind of device in Italy and Spain anyways. So if you need this kind of device, please feel free to check. Of course, only Europe, no other countries such as Asia, because simply this kind of devices are not popular in those countries. So let's get started. Okay, so how to get the discount? You will have to use the coupon, the promo code. So TRVE1UKEU. Very simple here, not so simple. Sounds a bit complicated, right? So TRVE1UKEU. Anyways, the full name of this device, TRVE1 UK EU. So this will be the discount of 10% off out of the price on Amazon, on official Amazons in UK, Germany, France, okay, so and more European Amazons as well, if you really need this kind of product. Okay, let's get started and let me answer the first questions. Once again, hello to everyone. So this time maybe the overall video quality is not the best one, but next time I will prepare a great update for you, so hopefully you will be really happy to see it. Okay, okay, so hello to everyone. First I'll answer some of the questions. So products in India, unfortunately not now. We already like kind of overloaded with so many products. Anyways, someday. So please stay tuned again. Just the same question as usually. Okay, in India, I think for India the best way right now will be just to use the cross-border channels. Recently we have official cross-border channels on AliExpress, for example. For other countries we would rather suggest you using our official retailers, especially as for some of the products the price is very similar to the cross-border channels such as AliExpress. Okay, exciting times for Aqara. Thank you, hey Techie. Yeah, I do watch your videos as well, of course. So, thread devices coming, very good question, yeah. Later this year, I hope for later this year. Anyway, some of the devices we have already announced they are already in works, already almost finished. So we are preparing to get them. But the problem is that the Matter functionality in the beginning is not as strong as someone may think. So that's why not full functionality will be available when connecting our devices to third-party hubs. This is a limitation of Matter right now. But anyways, let me tell you much more details later. At least when Matter comes out. So in November we will have Matter launch event, and we will also have many interesting news for you during this Matter launch event, because we are one of the I hope biggest Matter players out there. Okay, so Aqara locks to Europe. Okay, sorry, not yet. So we are thinking about this, and since 2 years ago we perfectly understand that Aqara locks for Europe is a really big topic. It has a really great potential. Unfortunately we didn't have it yet, but hopefully for next year we will have something for you. So I hope it so much, really. This is one of the most decided products I want to push here. Okay. So E1 Hub will update it to support Matter. Don't worry, Matter is not out yet. Matter will be out in November. E1 Hub will get the update a bit later. First we will have M2 and M1S hubs, and later you will get the E1 Hub. E1 Hub will also start exposing Zigbee child devices like our popular door window sensor to Matter without any problems. Okay. Hello, dear friend. Hello, dear friend. Okay, from Iraq. Yeah. Wow, that's the first time I see someone from Iraq. So really welcome from any country of the world. That's amazing. Magic Cube new in Zigbee version 3.0. Oh, yes, this is something we are waiting. Next time I will share more details on this. So we will have this kind of product, and for global market, this product will have much more features compared to the original Chinese version. So Cube T1 Pro, next time I think I will tell you much more about this product. But right now some other devices and the Aqara Home app V3.0 will be discussed on this live stream. Okay, so any lucky draw? Oh, sorry, not lucky draw. No lucky draw for now. But we will have the promo codes. I'm not sure if you are all right. Just with the promo codes instead of the lucky draw. Anyways, we will think about lucky draw, maybe something about the holidays next. Okay, so let's get started. So the first topic, like I have already said, is the Aqara Home app v3.0, the biggest update for Aqara Home app. I hope you can see the screen of my phone. Of course not for the Instagram, unfortunately. So if you're on Instagram and want to check the Aqara Home app 3.0, like my explanation about the features, feel free to join us on some other platform. Sorry for that. For now we have this kind of limitation. We cannot share this screen on the Instagram because of the platform limitations. Okay, so is the screen okay or not? Okay, let me prepare better for this kind of topic. So maybe I should reboot the the connection to the screen sharing, because without the screen sharing, I cannot show you many things about the Aqara Home app, of course, because app is usually run on the mobile phone, including my phone as well. So okay, so let me try phone screen mirroring. I'm starting to share the screen of the phone, and can we see? Okay, can we see? And I open the Aqara Home app. So first of all, I would like to tell you a little disclaimer. So this is a Chinese server for Aqara Home app, so you will see some Chinese characters here. This is a limitation because on Chinese servers, we have some other services which are in Chinese. Although okay, when you switch to global servers such as Europe, Russia, US, and so on, you will not get, for example, this small notification about the voice assistant from Aqara. We don't have it for a global market yet, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. So I hope you can see the main screen. This is a dashboard. So this is one of the main points of the Aqara Home app version 3.0. Yeah. Okay, so okay, and this really makes the overall interaction between the user and the devices much easier, and I'll try to explain you why it is much easier. So dashboards are special spaces which you can fully configure. You can put any kind of okay, you can put any kind of devices, any kind of scenes, any kind of cards on the yeah, okay. So screen should be on the right. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Sorry for this small delay. Anyways, we keep explaining. So right now we have the dashboards, and you can configure any of the dashboards. Let me show you one by one. So I have 3 dashboards here. So one dashboard is called control, second dashboard is called cameras, cams, and the third one is sensors. So I have 3 dashboards. You are able to configure and add as many dashboards as possible. So there is some limitations, but I think you will be fine. I think several dozens of dashboards here, even though some of our users found a way to add more and more dashboards if they really need them. So you are free to configure dashboards based on the rooms, based on device types like sensors, for example, or cameras, and by any other type of sorting. So here no problem really. So dashboards, and I can really tell that if you have many devices like me, for example, you can see I have quite many devices. This kind of update really helps you a lot to see more devices on just one screen. Before, for example, when you let me open the old version of the app, I can only see, can we see it? Okay, I can only see around 6 devices on the main page of the app. So some people might like it, some people say, okay, so maybe this is more informative, but in fact just 6 devices what to do. In case of my new version of the app, you can see there are much more devices. Here I can count how many devices or how many types of devices. Yeah, more than 10, which is simply much more easily. You can make even like 2 times more, or 2 times more devices on one screen. This is really helps to control and see the statuses of the devices. Okay, this is the first point here. So what else about the dashboard? So second point is that you can configure the style of the dashboard. Before, you were fixed to the white color, and this was a big problem of Aqara Home app. For me, that was really embarrassing, because during night, for example, I want to control my devices. I open my app, it's really white. It's not a good user experience. Right here, you are able to edit the style of the dashboard to open different kinds of wallpapers, and you will be able to choose the black wallpapers too. So let's see my camera dashboard. I choose the dark wallpaper, and it becomes dark. I save this dashboard, and finally it looks much more in line, for example, with your overall system design. I think this is a big advantage like here. So anyways, okay, and also what is really important here as well, so when you add a new dashboard, for example, you will be able to check the recommended dashboards. So we have different dashboards for you. For example, some dashboard to control all of your home devices from one dashboard, just some per room dashboard, like living room right here. So for example, there will be some scenes which are associated with the particular room and the devices. You just apply and we'll get the dashboard pre-configured for you, like recommended dashboard here. So and camera board and more. So I think this is also quite convenient, especially when you do your initial setup. So this is what I wanted to tell you about the dashboards. Also, a second very important part of this update of Aqara Home app with 3.0 is about the cards. So each now all the dashboards consist of cards, and each card can be configured. For example, you can see the TV curtain dashboard, TV curtain card right here. So I can just click switch the card. In this case, I will be able to make this card bigger and make it much more informative and make the control of my curtain more convenient. For example, you can choose the big card. In this case, you will be able to control 2 curtains from one card here. So I will not do it because I like my more concise style of the dashboard. Anyways, this is much more flexible. This card, which is now not displayed for some reason, is the alert system card. So some users ask, like, why you deleted the alert system shortcut from the main screen. No problem, you can add this kind of shortcut to any of your dashboards. So the basic alert here is on right now in my home. So you will be able to add it to any of the dashboards you need, or even fully delete it for those who don't need this kind of functionality. I think this is much more flexible than the previous version of the app when you had this kind of shortcut always on, impossible to remove. So what kind of other cards do we have? We have, okay, per device type card. You can just click, and right now the light at my home it just went on, although there is nobody at home right now. So this is how it happens. It's easy to control the same types of devices just from one click, especially useful for lights, outlets, and so on. So this is how it happens. Also, what is really important, we do have the camera dashboard and also camera cards right here in the Aqara Home app. Can you can you see the screen? I hope everybody can see the screens for the cameras. We have some funny comments there, so I will reply to them a bit later. Anyway, so let's see, for example, this kind of camera. I open this dashboard, and finally I can see multiple cameras at once. This is something which was not possible before, so yeah, maybe some private information. You will be able to open multiple cameras and look at them at the same time. You can even, I don't know, just put your phone and monitor from one screen multiple cameras all around your home. I think this is quite an important addition right here. Even you can turn on the speaker of the camera, speaker of the app. Okay, so sensors, no problem here as well. You will be able to check the data from the sensor. So these are different types of the cards. But what is the limitation of the global version of Aqara Home App v3.0 is that some of the cards are still unavailable. This is something for the future, like for example this card. This is about energy consumption. This is not ready yet for the global markets. In the future we are going to improve this component and let it use to every of our users from any country. So no worries right here. Also, there is a card which is called weather card, which some of the users did complain, so because we still have a Chinese character right there, but this will be fixed, I hope, tomorrow without any problems. So you will be able to check the weather. Okay, no weather information anyways. So this is the weather card right here. Like before, you will have the weather information on top or below, anywhere you want. Not fixed, but flexible. So you will be able to add it to any of the dashboards you have in your Aqara Home app. And the third type I wanted to tell you is about the scenes. So scenes are here. Now it's much more convenient. You don't have to scroll like this. And right here you can put as many scenes as possible. If you have many scenes, this will be really convenient, like in my case. Just to trigger any kind of scene from the main screen, from any dashboard. For example, if you have the dashboard about the kitchen, you can have only the scenes which are about the devices which are located in the kitchen. So I think this is much more convenient here, yeah? Okay, one more little life hack for you is that, for example, when you, before, I didn't know this, but today we had some feedback from the users that on the old version of the app, you were able to, some users liked to add some automations to the control cards on the main screen. So right here, to add and turn on and off automations. Right now, it is still available, but you will have to create a scene. For example, you create a new scene, you add an action, you choose automation, and choose an automation you want to control, and choose enable, disable. So you make a new scene. For example, you choose an icon. These are new icons, by the way. Any kind of topic of the any kind of name of the scene. So HHH for me. And right now, this HHH will turn on and off a particular automation in the Aqara Home app. So you execute, and the automation, which is called AC room, will be enabled or disabled right here. So right now, I think it is enabled. So I turn it on right now. So this is how it works. No problems here. You just put this shortcut of this scene here into the some of the dashboard you want, and you will be able to turn automations on and off just using a simple action from the dashboard. So I think this is okay, and those users who preferred to have this kind of automation control on the main screen of the previous version of Aqara Home app now can do absolutely the same using our scene. So no problem here, I hope. Okay, so one more really important topic is about the horizontal mode. Finally, you will be able to use the Aqara Home app on iPad and tablet PCs under Android OS. So this is how it works. Simply, we did make They did make a new interface for tablets, which is much more high resolution, and even recently we did test it on Windows 11 using the Windows subsystem for Android. So right now, in fact, Aqara Home finally can support Windows, not in the best way possible. This is something to work on in the future, but anyways, it does work. For me, for example, Windows 11, if you didn't know, support Android apps out of the box. This update already out. So this is how it works. iPad is now finally supported. No need to use this vertical mode for the iPad. One of the biggest requests of the users since the beginning, maybe for us. So I think this is quite an amazing update for you as well. I hope those who use tablet PCs can try this new mode of Aqara Home app finally. Okay, let me answer some of the questions and I will move on, because not many more things about Aqara Home 3.0 have left. Okay, so many questions. Okay, new design looks good, thanks. Because of course some of the users just don't like the new design. This is conservative users. This is normal for any manufacturer, in any app developer. For example, the new app for HomeKit of iOS 16 that just came out also had many haters, let's say. So anyways, we do give a chance for you to okay, not to update. So if you are not sure, not to update, disable auto updates, and hopefully you will be able to get used to this app slowly, more slowly, and later when you understand what are the advantages of the new app, you will be able to smoothly upgrade. This is what we hope for. Yeah, sorry for those who really did not disable the auto update and suddenly appeared that the new version of the app is not as good as you thought. Okay, hello to everyone I know and I don't know as well. Please release Aqara A100 Philippine region. Okay, so please check with some of the smart home distributors. I think we have someone in the Philippines. Please open the where to buy page of Aqara Home, Aqara official website, and if the distributor doesn't have this kind of product, just ask, and hopefully the distributor will connect to us and notice that there is a demand for some particular product here. Okay, hello from Macedonia. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. I remember Pantech, or is it the name? Okay. Anyways, outdoor cameras from Aqara. We do know every live stream I answer this particular question about the outdoor cameras, and we do perfectly know the outdoor cameras, the wall outlet, the EU lock, and many other products which users around the world really wait for. The same situation with the smart doorbell. A smart doorbell almost ready. So please stay tuned again. So this is something we already communicated, as some leaks are already on the Reddit, on some other websites. So this is how it works right now. Okay, one more question. When a roller shutter to integrate inside the regular switch, like single switch module T1, but for shutters, very soon. What is very soon? It's hard to say what is very soon. Anyways, in the beginning of next year, we are hoping for the new controller which will support roller shutter control. Up, down, so this will be a relay controller. This is something worth waiting for. It will have many use cases, something really amazing. I hope you will like it. Like in Europe we do know many people just use electrically controlled shutter motors, and they need a roller shutter switch or a roller shutter relay. Okay, LED strip controller. This is also something I already told. Please wait for a while. We will announce more on this topic. LED strip controller. And even better, the fully functional LED strip will be available at some point. So again, stay tuned. Okay, iPad support, nice. Yeah, I hope you like it as well. Not just iPad, any kind of tablet, even Windows PCs. If you have Windows 11 and Windows subsystem for Android, no problem. You can use Aqara Home app. Okay, two-way in wall relay. Yes, not dimmer relay for now, or not for now. It just will be a two-way relay controller. So please stay tuned. Okay, greetings. Okay, Rafael, thank you for your support. Really, everybody, thank you for your support. Okay, I will keep going. So can we see the screen? Is it okay? Yeah, very good. Okay. Then one more topic I want to discuss about the Aqara Home app v3.0. As you have already seen, any of the of the pages of the app have got the redesign, except for the device plugins, of course. So now it looks much more concise, much more coherent, let's say. So the overall design of the app was also upgraded, and I think I really hope you will like it as well. Or if you, for example, go to some kind of card, like a light card, you will find many of the new icons. I hope they will suit much more needs of the users than before. Also, for something like the wall outlets, I'm not sure I can find it right here. Anyways, for wall outlets or switches, you will be able to change the different device type here: usage, switch, light, fan, others. So the idea here is that in the future we will be able to count the energy consumption in a better way for different device types. This is something which will be launched globally later, not right now. But anyways, feel free to enjoy different icons. I think new icons are more, I think, much more modern, and I hope you like this kind of style. Anyways, just tap on the light cards or some plug cards, and you will be able to switch the devices on and off so easily, much more easier than previously, I think, and you will be able to use the app much more convenient in case you have many devices. So okay, this is the point right here. Okay, so something more like suggested automations. This is for recommended automations. This is something which is not available yet for global market, but will be available later. So please stay tuned again. So I cannot say it works so well for Chinese region right now, but in the future when we launch it globally, I hope it will work much better. This is the feature of the smart home. Why? Because we do know that many of the users, they are not able to configure really good automations. And I really hope that in the future our app will be able to recommend you automations you really need based on the machine learning and many other technologies. So I think this will be the next step. So again, please stay tuned. Power metering I already told you, so power metering not ready yet, so only for Chinese region right now. In the future we will add it to the global regions of Aqara Home app. And also there was a special feature of Aqara Home app, which was the card alarms. Before you were able to, for example, open the Aqara Home app and check the alarm cards like this, but we found out that not so many users are using this feature. For now it's not available, but in case we do have many user requests, we will think how to improve this and add this feature back to the Aqara Home app. Please feel free to give us the feedback using the support at aqara.com, for example, so that we know what do you really think about the app. So anyways, thank you for your attention about the app. I really hope it will improve even more. We'll fix some of the small bugs, and overall I think the app user experience became much more mature right now, better than before at least. We do know that not everyone can like it, but this is the regular situation. You will never be able to appeal to everyone equally. Okay. So that was my point about the Aqara Home app v3.0. So this app is now already released for the iOS, so I think majority of iOS users can upgrade, but for Google Play users, we suggest to wait for a while. Anyways, not for everyone. This update is available right now, so we will slowly enroll more and more users into the new version of the app. No worries. So just we want to be more careful to first to listen to the feedback, later upgrade it. Okay, some more questions and we will move on. But first I would like to tell you about this product. This is, like I already said, a Radiator Thermostat E1 for the European region here. So this is really hot topic this autumn because of different, let's say, geopolitical issues all around the world. So right now this kind of device become more and more mainstream. This is good for us. Okay, I hope good for everyone. It will increase the comfort and make you save more money. I really hope. So this product just launched, and now to get a discount of 10% for the Amazons in UK, Germany, and France, and other countries all around Europe, you just will have to use the promo code or the coupon TRVE1 UKEU. So once again, Amazon official Aqara brand store, the promo code TRVE1 UKEU. This promo code will give you 10% discount and will make the price of this device lowest than ever. Of course, we just launched this product right here. So Radiator Thermostat E1. And now, of course, like I promised you, I will answer some of the questions we already have right here. Okay, so everybody is friendly, so thank you again, Chris. So thank you for being in our beta testing group. Everybody who's watching here, feel free to ask questions. Anyways, yeah, I will devote more time to the beta test group right now, so that we will start a new test. Of course, many of you will receive the next test product because of your amazing feedback. Now, once again, our developer teams, they are always looking at the quantity of the issues. Okay, unfortunately, not all of them are implemented, but thank you for your involvement once again. You did let us improve our product so much, and I really hope you will see the improvements really soon, or already can see them. So anyways, okay, thermostat for floor heating. This is something we are considering right now for the double channel relay, so please stay tuned again. Our next product, double channel relay, will come out hopefully Q1 next year. Unfortunately, not this year. Okay, very smart switch S1E wall panel for Europe. Okay, thank you for your interest. Unfortunately, it's not a European product, but later this year we'll have some update about the hopefully about the global version of this kind of panel. And like I already said, maybe in beta group, we want to make it even better than S1E. I think S1E is not the best possible solution, so hopefully when we get a global version, it will be even better, even more interesting, and quite a big topic as well next year, I hope. We do know that people do like this kind of devices, like a smart wall panel. Okay, hi to everyone. We normally use integrate Aqara Magic Cube on Home Assistant Sonos Zigbee Plus coordinator. Yeah. We do know that we have many Home Assistant users over there, and really soon we will get the new type of the Cube, so Cube T1 Pro. This is something to discuss next time, and hopefully not hopefully, for sure, it will be supported by Home Assistant from the very beginning. Why? Because it does support HomeKit from the very beginning, so local integration finally available from the very beginning for the Cube. Because the previous Cube did not support HomeKit, unfortunately, so this Cube does support, and we will not make the price much higher compared to the previous Cube, but new Cube is certainly much better for casual users. Okay, ceiling lights to EU market. Okay, sorry for that. This is not the highest priority product right now, but we'll still consider this for next year. We'll try to push this as well. We do know that many of our users do want to get a ceiling light here. Okay, direct page to share some functionality of Aqara integrations with you. Okay. Oh, okay. As I can see, you are a developer, right? So this is something really amazing. Maybe you could try to how to connect the best way. Maybe to leave some of your emails in the comments of the video. In this case, I will try to contact you directly, because we do know some of the Home Assistant community support right here. Although we are already quite popular among Home Assistant users. Okay, one more question from our file. So, how for automation is it possible to use condition not if? Not if. Okay, unfortunately not yet. So we will think about it later. But right now, let me show you what we want to make in our automation improvements. We do want to separate the triggers from conditions. This is, I think, very important thing. So right now we only have one then. In the future, I'm pretty sure, hopefully before the next year, but maybe a bit later. So we will have to separate the conditions, such as when the temperature is higher than 50 degrees, from the triggers, like the motion is detected. I think this will make our automation system much more clear for the end users. Right now, the conditions and triggers are not separated from one another, and sometimes it creates too much confusion. So I hope you will like this as well. We will try to make our automations even more powerful, although we already have quite many users who prefer automations. What's happening about thread support? So like I said at the beginning of this video, we will have some of our devices, not this one of course, the new version of the device, built on Thread protocol. We cannot, unfortunately, update our existing Zigbee devices to Thread directly, so we will have to launch new versions of the devices, and we will try to make them as exciting as possible. This is the topic of one of the next live streams within a few months, hopefully. Once again, hopefully. This is what's happening with Thread. In the future, of course, we will have more and more Thread devices. Thread is the next big thing. after Zigbee, and Thread is the basement of Matter smart home standard. Okay. Would be cool to have iOS widget support for Aqara app. Yes, this is something I want to get, not just iOS but Android widgets as well. This is a big topic. Of course, we do know that many users requested since several years ago. We will do everything to get this done before the end of this year, but we are not sure like usually. So we will have 2-pipe fan cold thermostat in the next future. Sorry, I'm not really sure what does mean 2-pipe fan cold thermostat. Can you please maybe just send an example of the competitors which are sold well of this kind of thermostat so that we can check if these are good options for us. Okay, so shade motor switch. Yes, okay, shade motor switch, you mean the roller shade switch. This is something for us to consider right now as well. Next product will be the double channel relay. It will act as a roller shade switch, so no problem here as well, hopefully. Hello from Turkey, thank you so much. So really happy to see more and more countries. I'm using Chinese server. I want to start, okay, TRV E1 to be added to Chinese server. Sorry, but this product still is not available for China. That's why we cannot add this product to the Chinese region. So please consider using the European region. We will have more and more dedicated global products available officially, including in Turkey. So we are also looking forward to it. The Aqara said they would push firmware update to make existing devices work with Thread. Sorry, maybe there is some misunderstanding. We never said that Zigbee devices can be updated to Thread, because one of the reasons is that our Zigbee chips don't have the Bluetooth built in, and as far as I know, one of the Matter requirements for the native Matter support of Thread devices is the presence of the BLE, so Bluetooth chip as well. So our devices do not have this kind of chip, majority of our devices, so it can be done at all, and other brands are the same. So look at Eve, for example. They did not directly update their devices to Thread. They had to relaunch some new versions, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, anyways, we will have our hubs such as M2, M1S to support Matter, to expose our existing Zigbee devices to Matter, and I can say, I really hope by the end of this year we will have the biggest number of devices exposed to Matter, both some of the Thread devices and our existing Zigbee devices like TRV as well, be able to be controlled by Matter controller apps. Okay, so now it's time of the TRV. Maybe I was a bit too long. I do see that there are many questions. Anyways, let me drink a bit of water, and we will continue. Now, once again, no worries. You will be able to ask more and more questions in the comments, so that I will answer them at the end of this live stream. Okay, sorry. And now we go on. Okay, so this is a Radiator Thermostat E1 right here, and what is good about this product right now, because of raising prices on the energy, we do see the increasing popularity of this kind of device. This is something amazing for us, and also a good chance to show you what this kind of smart Radiator Thermostat is capable of. And I can say capable of many things. So apart from the energy savings, of course, it will just increase the comfort of your life. So how will increase the comfort? It will just adjust the temperature of your room according to the real readings of this external sensor right here, like a temperature humidity sensor from Aqara. And for example, we'll be able to adjust this temperature and make your staying at home much more comfortable. This is, I think, quite a big point, because for some people in Europe, for example, this is just the tool to save money, but actually it can give much more. And even if in your country you don't care about the cost of the heating so much, like for example in China or in Russia, even in this case you will be able to increase your comfort and like this device and use this device quite a lot, because it makes your comfort at home much better. Okay, so what kind of interesting points are about this product? Radiator Thermostat E1, so this kind of design, some of our clients already noticed that some of other brands have a bit of similar designs, but this is not particularly right. This is not absolutely the same product. Of course, we do have our part which is about the Zigbee 3.0, support of Aqara, support of HomeKit, and upcoming support of Matter. This is something already confirmed. And at the same time, we did improve it a bit as well. For example, the generic version of this device did have really bad quality display. When you looked it from upside, you could not see actually the numbers here, and this was a really weird kind of disadvantage of this kind of device of different designs. When we started this project, we really applied for a better quality display. Right now, when you look at this display from upside, there will be absolutely no problem with the viewing angles, and I think majority of users will look at this device from upside just because it will be mounted quite low. And I think this kind of small improvement did improve the usability quite a lot. And secondly, the build quality is a bit different. I'm pretty sure different in a good way compared to some other generic thermostats. And of course, that's not all. We have some of the really important selling points. I will tell you about them right now. So, what is the most important point here is that in Aqara, Aqara is obviously known for Aqara's sensors. One of the best options, probably the best Zigbee sensors all around here, and this is one of them. This is the temperature humidity sensor from Aqara, and many of our users already have this and keep buying more and more such sensors. So these kind of sensors can be connected directly to this radiator thermostat. Unfortunately, it's not Zigbee binding. It's not when these two devices communicate just with each other and can work without hub, but with the hub from Aqara, there is no problem at all. Using Zigbee protocol, they connect with each other, and this device gets the commands from the hub according to the readings of these sensors. Why it is so important? Because we did receive many comments of other brand thermostat owners that when you put this thermostat near to the radiator, in this case the reading of this sensor becomes too loose, becomes incorrect. In this case, to get the real temperature and control your heating according to your need, you will have to put your sensor, which is connected to this kind of device, not so near to the radiator. And in our case, it's so easy. You will get a really long battery life, probably more than 2 years. Just put it near the place you want to measure the temperature from, and this device will be able to be connected to the sensor. Let me show you. So can the users see my screen without any problem? So many Aqara Home apps. Okay, I hope you can see it. So many, right? So I open one more Aqara Home app, and this is the plugin of Radiator Thermostat E1. So what happens when you connect this TRV? You will see the prompt to bind a sensor, temperature sensor. What kind of temperature sensors you can use? You can use temperature humidity sensor from Aqara, and also the TVOC air quality monitor from Aqara. So no problems here. When you have TVOC or you want to buy TVOC with an external display monitor, you can use TVOC. Or you will be able to use the temperature humidity sensor. You can add it, and you will be able to control TRV right from this sensor. And what is very important, the readings of these sensors will be also available in HomeKit and in the future in the Matter. So when you open HomeKit, you will see the readings, the temperature, not read from the TRV itself, but from the external sensor. This is quite a strong point compared to many of our competitors, such as, for example, the Eve TRV. So I really hope this will be a really good option for the HomeKit users and those who want something really future-proof. Why? Because right now we already confirmed this product will be updated to Matter using an OTA update of one of our hubs. So this is not direct Matter support, so sorry for those who thought that it will be updated by itself and will be able to connect directly to HomePod, Google Home. No, you will have to buy an Aqara hub to get the Matter update of this device. It will be exposed to Matter via a bridge. This is how it will work for us. Okay. So this is the biggest probably point about this Radiator Thermostat. What else do we have right here? Of course, we have the ecosystem support such as Google, Alexa, like I said, HomeKit. In HomeKit, it is like exposed as a thermostat. Yandex as well for Russian users. Also, it has an advanced way of door window detection. So we do have this feature in the app. For example, you click more settings and you will be able to turn on the window open detection, but of course this kind of detection is not really precise. So the best way is just to connect an Aqara door window sensor, the best in class door window sensor. So this is not my words. These are like many of the YouTubers, for example, who tested this sensor. This really great product here, something I had no doubt about, and you will be able to do absolutely the same but better using automation. So you click, for example, related items, you go to automation and create a simple automation. If door window sensor is open, then TRV turn off. This kind of automation right here, in this case, you will get a really precise and local open window detection, which will let you to save the energy when you open the windows and want, for example, some of the fresh air to enter your room. In case, for example, you have too high TVOC value in your room, measured by a Aqara TVOC air quality monitor. Okay, what else? In the Aqara Home app, we have quite a powerful automation engine. I was a bit surprised that many of our competitors, they don't have this kind of conditions. For example, by time you can see, you can check any kind of repetitions in the automations, if automations. What kind of repetitions? You can, for example, repeat every year or every legal holidays, weekdays, which means working days, or just particular days of the weeks. So you will be able to configure any kind of repetitions based on times using automations. You also will be able to bind this kind of TRV to the external weather. So here you will be able to check, for example, something like when the weather suddenly the temperature drops so much, you can make this TRV work more strongly to set it to a higher temperature. No problem here. Just simple on-off if-then automations within Aqara Home app. So you can just download Aqara Home app if you don't have anything and check how do the automations work there, and you will get this kind of functionality even without any kind of other child devices, if you mind. Okay, and one more point about the automations is that if automations, you will be able to easily get the geofencing. So what is good about geofencing? I'll show you something. Okay, this is the Aqara Home app right here. So and for Android and iOS users, especially for global users on global servers, you already are able to use the geofencing, which means when you arrive at some place, such as, for example, near your home, your radiators will automatically turn on, which will make this kind of interaction much more convenient. So no more setting something to the app, just use all of the interactions automatically. I think this is a much more advanced version of the smart home compared to someone who just uses the voice assistant or app control to set and change the status of devices. Okay, arrive at the position, just to choose some kind of fence around the map. Like radius can be 100 meters or more, so it's loading right now because I'm right now in China. Anyways, in your country, you won't have any problems to loading the Google Maps, so don't worry about this. Okay, so this is one of the interesting points about the TRV here as well. So we also have device grouping. We have the bright and colorful display. Some of the videos, unfortunately, they are shot using really bright lights, so maybe it will look like the actual color and brightness of the display is too low, but actually during the normal day in the room, most likely you won't have any kind of problems right here. I'm not sure it's visible here, but this display is backlit. But the problem here that this display cannot always be on. So when you press, it will show the actual mode and temperature which was set before. But in the standby time, it will just save the battery and will be off by default. But this is not a big deal. Why? Because you just can use automations. Use automations and no need to check the actual temperature. Or if you really want to check the temperature in the room, just buy the TVOC air quality monitor and use it as a temperature sensor with a display, e-ink display. But this is another kind of device. Okay. So what else do we have? Geofence and multi-home. Okay, one of the biggest of our competitors, they don't have the multi-home support yet, as I have heard. I have seen many of their users being really angry that they cannot develop this simple feature. In our case, there is no problem here. So let me show you how to change the different houses in the Aqara Home app. You go to Profile, you go to Home Management, and you will be able to add more and more homes if you have multiple. So no problem here as well compared to some of our competitors. I think this is quite a big topic for some of the users, at least those whose angry comments I have seen on the internet. Okay. Okay, so once again, can you see the display of the app? Yeah, okay. Yes, once again, let me apologize because for the Instagram viewers, unfortunately, we cannot see you. We cannot show you the display of the app. This is a problem. This is limitation of our streaming service for now. So if you really want to see the display of the app, just open some other source, such as YouTube, for example. In YouTube shouldn't be any problem. So right now we are showing the display of my phone. Looks like there is no problem here. Okay, so one more simple point here. I think we are ready to finish telling you about this amazing Radiator Thermostat E1. It's about the compatibility. We did not invent anything really new. We just used quite a popular scheme. We do have 3 adapters inside the box. These adapters do cover the, I don't have the exact number actually, but maybe around 80% of the radiator valves. In case you don't have, you will be able to just buy a cheap adapter separately from Amazon or any other channel. Anyways, the following screws are supported. So the M30 multiplied by 1.5, the step of 1.5 millimeters is supported. This is the main screw, and 3 adapters. So the Danfoss RA, Danfoss RAV, and Danfoss RAVL. So these are the most popular. We do support them. Looks like there is no big deal with this, and we already have a bunch of happy users about this kind of product. So once again, Amazon or any other channel. So for Amazon, we do have some launch deal, product launch deal. This product launch deal is about the promo code TRVE1 UK EU. So TRVE1 UK EU for the Amazons within Europe. So Amazon UK, Amazon DE, Amazon FR, and maybe any other countries where we are present officially. So feel free to use this code if you really need this. Okay, thank you for the attention for this TRV, and now I will answer more and more of your questions. So this is the last chance maybe for today, so feel free to ask more and more questions so that I will be able to answer them. Okay, someone loves us or me, thank you so much. Okay, so again, one more question about the thread. So new Aqara Thread Hub launch. Thread Hub hopefully next year Q1. So we are preparing something quite amazing. We really hope that we will convince many of our users, or not only our users, to purchase our border router instead of some of our competitors. So once again, stay tuned. So add more Kazakhstan city to the app. This is something we are aware of. So unfortunately our city list is not complete, and I hope we will add more and more cities there. Okay. Okay, sorry for those who are disappointed about the app updates. We'll try to provide a way. Okay, just contact the Aqara support, and you will be able to downgrade your app if you are using Android system. Unfortunately, for iOS we can do nothing. So sorry for those who are disappointed. Right now, I tried to explain you what kind of amazing features in the new version of the app do we have right here. So I think for those who have many devices, the new app is absolutely much better than the previous version, but we do admit that some of the users they are really used to the old version of the app, and it also has some advantages there. So okay, for the network is it normal, please connect to our support. I do think that there shouldn't be any problem here, or maybe you are from Korea. So for Korea, we are also trying to solve this issue. Again, sorry for this. Of course, this is a big update, and we have to update it in China and the global market at the same time because of the strategy of Apple App Store. So right now, maybe for some market it's a bit too fast, but we'll try to fix as many problems as possible right now. So I think tomorrow we already will fix some of the Chinese character issues in our app, and okay, hopefully we'll have more and more users happy with the new version of Aqara Home app. Okay, so any idea about the video panel, especially for the video doorbell? Of course, once we launch a smart panel for the global market, it will support the video doorbell. Why? Because very soon we will have a really good video doorbell available for the global market. So please, again, stay tuned. we want more of HomeKit products. So HomeKit products, we did have so many HomeKit products for our recent years, and for next year we will be not just HomeKit products but Matter products. Okay, why? Because even Apple, they now updated their beige. Before it was for HomeKit, now it's just works with Apple Home. Why? Because even Apple, they support Matter, the future smart home standard, which will be the next big thing, I believe. Okay, so do we have any more comments right now? Looks like, okay, let me answer some of the last questions. Maybe we were a bit too long today, and sorry for the delay anyways. And I hope I convince some of you that the new version of the app is something quite useful for the power users of Aqara products. So again, sorry for the delay, and thank you for so many questions. I think now we got more questions than any time before, or maybe at least more questions than any time for the last several months, which is amazing. Really hope we will improve on this and have more and more users watching us, and happy with our products, with our live streams, and with our software, which is very important, especially today when we launched the Aqara Home app v 3.0. Okay, and last question. Any date of the launch of two-channel relay? Sorry, only at the beginning of next year. French translation in apps. Yes, this is something we're really working on. We'll have much more languages a bit later. Okay, that was the last question. I think next month we will get more languages for our app, and we will make our German, Spanish, French, and other users much happier with this. Thank you for your attention right here. Okay, see you in the next live stream.